Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies. So that is 6 kisses, okay? And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world. So what do? And 1 kiss to you, my delicious little babies. So that makes 7. 3, 2, 1. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, they'll come back on. There we go. There we go. Come on, little lads. Come on, my little babies. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. You see, I've got used to it now. I just have to be a little bit until I can get some of the lights. Okay, my delicious little babies. Anyway, our weather in our old neck of the woods in the old UK. Sorry about that, my delicious little babies. But you know what? They're just not wanting to rock and roll sometimes, okay? Oh, dear. Could be the state of affairs as well as bits and pieces going on. You know, I'm not going to lift them up. But, you know, there's parts in the actual little plastic bit, do you see what I'm saying to you, that may not be rocking and rolling quite right. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Something could have come loose. Anyway, so the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK could differ in other parts of the old UK. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, my delicious little babies. If it's raining, it's raining. It's just been flipping bucketing down all day. The only time that it stopped, believe it or not, there we go, my delicious little babies, is when I took my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday out. Other than that, they've been bucketing down all flipping day. It hasn't stopped. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So anyway, when we look at what's been going on. So if you do enjoy my video, okay, then please, if you could click on the like. For others of you, please feel free to subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to comment. And thank you. Now then, let's, because I've got a number of things to say today. Okay, my delicious little babies. Well, actually, it's evening now. So I'm going to kick this off, shall I? So, well, I suppose we have to mention it. There we go, okay? So we've got the putrid, fake King Charles III. Well, for anybody who knows, we all know that he's, there we go, a fake. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Just like his family was a fake, and they still are a fake. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So it seems that he's been crowned. Okay? Now then, I mean, come on. If anybody feels for one moment, now I never watched anything, okay? It's now circling on the internet. Do you see what I'm saying? But I never watched anything, okay? Simply because at the end of the day, well, I wasn't going to sit through and, you know, bore myself flipping, there we go, senseless. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but anybody who did, I mean, I've got my delicious, beautiful little neighbours dead opposite, okay? And, you know, they said they'd be watching it. Do you see what I'm saying? I said, oh, the fake king. I said, anyway. But, you know, but I love them dearly. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, but, yes, it seems that he did have rather a large number. Now, I'm not seeing any flags. The only flags that I really seen was down at the nursing home, God bless. Okay, my delicious little babies, because, you know, for a lot of the elderly, God love them. Do you understand what I mean? And, you know, especially if they've been here, you know, and they've seen the other fake queen of the UK, okay? And then, you know, for most of them, God bless them, you know, they're probably in their rooms. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and they're thinking, oh, you know, because maybe a lot of them, there we are, God bless, are just not having a lot of interaction with the outside world, you know. And if they are, well, 9 times out of 10, very unfortunately, but it seems that the majority of their relatives or friends who go there also wear the old muzzles. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So that's telling me that maybe they're not on the same song sheet as some others. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So when we look at this, we have to get real here. There we are. We have to get really, really real here. And the realisation is, my delicious little babies, is that, well, this can only spell, there we are, disaster, because we know who is pulling the strings. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like your fake Charles III, Charlie boy, with his pinky dinky fat flipping fingers that he has, right? And his red face, okay? Well, he doesn't strike me as what a king's supposed to look like anyway, whatever our definition of a king really is, my delicious little babies. Well, it seems to me as though he's been, before I even say it, see, he's been told what to do. Do you see what I'm saying to you? There we go. Do you see what I'm saying? So he must do what he is told. And it includes the putrid flipping reset, the WEF, and the WHO. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because he is part of this. It does not matter how we dress this up in pink, red and yellow bows. The fact is, this is what the crack is here. There we go. Okay? Now, his son, William, and I'm going to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, well, he's no better. So, I'm not saying this about all of the delicious little babies out there in the world. No, I am not. However, what I am saying is that really, we've got to get real, haven't we? It's poison. There we are. Complete and utter poison. Do you see? Now, I left a comment on somebody else's, who I usually will always send a comment. God bless him. Lovely, dear gentleman. Anyway, not in that way, not in that way. And then all I put was, thank you to who it was. And I just put, you know, you know, God bless to you all. That's it. Something that I normally put. I then received a reply, that's today. Well, please, can you, not please, can you send your blessings for, who was it? For something, I never wrote it down, for something, and the poor. Jesus me. Now, all I was doing was replying, there we go, to a comment. I'm sorry, my delicious little babies. Please, can I just open the window a minute because I'm feeling super duper hot. Please just do forgive me. Please and thank you. Okay, my delicious little babies. I'm so sorry about that. I've just had to open my window. I'm just so very flipping hot at the moment. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. Anyway, so, and that's all I did. All I did. But can you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So, it could be any video that I answer to. Any video. But you're always going to get one, aren't you? Well, I haven't heard a reply. Can you see what I'm saying to you? This just happens every now and again, my delicious little babies, yes? So whoever it is, you know, he needs to, you know, get off his flipping crate and really, quite frankly, shut his flipping gob. That's how I feel. Do you see what I'm saying? I never said anything like, oh, I agreed with today, with what's gone on, with the coronation. No, I do not agree with it. And anybody who knows me, and for all of you beautiful and delicious little babies who are so very kind to even, you know, to even follow me, to even subscribe to me. And once again, God bless you. That's another 2 kisses, isn't it? Nan. Some may say completion. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. Something's just made me say nan. okay, because it was 7 and then 9, okay. So it's completion. So maybe after this, there will be no more monarchy. Do you see what I'm saying, you my delicious little babies? Yes, but you see, for your man there to send me a silly message, which of course I responded back most politely. I really did, you know, my delicious little babies, I did. And I said, well, God bless, I said, much love to you all and God bless you all. You know, that means all the poor and everybody. Do you see, I thought, I'm not even going to entertain you. You want to argue, go and do it with somebody else. Because I'm pretty sure if your man there was coming to me in my birth race, shall we say. Do you see what I'm saying? It would be a different matter. There we go. A very different matter. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So we get back to circle, circle, circle. What happens is, this seems to be an issue, doesn't it? On this, to do with all social media, it doesn't matter what channel, but you're always going to get bitches, and that's not swearing, and you're also going to get, begins with a B and ends with an S, so you know where I'm going with this, my delicious, rewind and start again, you know where I'm going with this, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and I will call him that. Do you see what I'm saying? I wish your man well. There we go. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to say nothing else, okay? Okay, he needs to know when to shut his mouth and read the flipping message properly is what he needs to do. Learn to shut it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Anyway, clearly read it all wrong. Seems to be a lot of that, doesn't there, on social media? Everybody reading, there we go, everything else wrong. Do you see? Okay, so that's that. So, yes, getting back to this now. So when we look at your putrid flipping fake king, we're going to see what the piece of shite is up to next. Aren't we? Wallace sits there, you know, in their Windsor, well, wherever they flipping live, right? And they sits there, you know, needs full and plenty, you know, when of course, you know, right now we've got farmers all over the world. We've got lots of awful situations going on, my delicious little babies out there, okay? And they can have whatever meat, there we go, fish, vegetables, whatever they want, full and plenty. But then he's part of the globalist, those, okay, that want us to eat plastic meat, which if we look at Rocky 2, I've said this before on one of my videos because I've got the box set, okay, and but if you look at Rocky, the Rocky film, 1979, was it Rocky 2? Anyway, it could be Rocky 2, you know, where you've got the meat and it's all in plastic. Well, they were done telling it then, back in 1979. Do you see what I'm saying? You want to delicious little babies, yes? So you see, you know, for the ones who, I mean, there was even a woman from America. Oh, America. I've got nothing against the Americans, my delicious little babies. I'm talking about the select, okay? And she, you know, saved up to come all the way to the UK to camp out, there we go, to camp out to see this shite. What planet is your woman on there? What flipping planet? There we go. Jesus, I'm saying to you, yes? And then I watched another video, yes I did, where, you know, because it said, because there was a lot coming out, and they said, oh, not our king, not our king. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. Okay, not our king. And yet, what did the old bill do in our UK? Confiscated the sign. There we go. Do you see? So we know who they are protecting. There we go. Don't we, my delicious little babies? protecting the flipping putrid who's prancing around in a flipping gold carriage, when others at the same time are on the streets begging and needing something to eat, drink, and somewhere just to put their head down so that they can even have a wash. My delicious little babies, do you see what I'm saying to you? So no, I do not support this one bit. No, I do not. It's putrid. And of course, like the monarchy here, the fake monarchy in our UK, they've flipping been run by the putrid over in flipping America. So let's just get this straight now. And I've said before, so I'm going to change the subject now. So we're going to see what happens, aren't we? But of course, you do have more and more and more. And God bless anybody who was there saying not our king. Because I tell you what, if I was there, which I wouldn't be, okay, I wouldn't be, simply because, I mean, I probably would have joined in the protest, to tell you the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? But the reality is God bless the ones who were there, you know, stating their case. Do you see what I mean? That they're not happy with it, okay? But the fact of the matter is that the way I see this, okay, we're just going to see how it unfolds. It's all right, my pen. I was just having my pen and then it just, yes. Okay, my delicious little babies. So we should just watch and see, shan't we? But of course, I flipping forgot what I was going to say now. That's it. Sorry, my delicious little babies. So I was talking a while back on one of my videos, which I've known a long time. There we go, long time. Yes, thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. Yes, I've known a long time. And on our lovely redacted, okay, with our lovely little Natalie and our lovely little Clayton. And I think it's, was he Phil or was he Dave? I keep getting confused for some reason. I've no idea why I do this, but for some reason I just get flipping confused. So I apologise, redacted, okay? But they were talking about, you know, all of the human trafficking and all this with young bairns. Do you see what I'm saying? And this has been going on a long time in America. And actually, if you look all around the world, do you see what I'm saying? There we go, with all the human trafficking, the young bairns and everything, yes? So all you need to do, my delicious little babies, on YouTube, please, take a look at Redacted. Okay, please and thank you. So that's what's going on there, isn't it? It seems. So we'll see what the putrid king has to come out with now. But sorry, just before I leave, whatever he's saying, it's not true anyway. Okay, my delicious little baby, so I just need to get that straight. It's not true. And there was part of it, apparently, that I heard on another video, only what I heard, that part of it was going to be private. So why is it private away from the public? See, ding, ding, dong, dong. Common sense to prevail. I mean, for goodness sake, if nobody's got... There are certain, my delicious little babies, where you're just not going to help them. It's like, for them, it's like a flipping day out. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But if I was there, I would have been protesting and I would have been saying, not my king. Mind you, I probably would have got flipping locked up. Mind you, it's not the flipping first time I've got locked up. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes? So who cares anyway? Do you know what I mean? Spend a few hours in the flipping cell. Who cares anyway? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, but the fact of the matter is, you know, why the old Bill having a go at, you know, when others just want to express themselves, they just want to give an opinion. If they're not happy with something, then they're well within their rights. But this is what's going on, isn't it? All of, oh, you cannot say this, sorry, you cannot say that. You must keep it zipped. You must keep your flipping gob shut, your mouth shut. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Crock of flipping shite, and they're a flipping crock of flipping shite. Yes, they are. Do you see what I mean? Because all they've got is printing, ka-ching, pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change. If you actually look at their personalities, they're flipping damn well flipping haven't got one. And that's what I've got to say. And then we've got the poison in the UK, in flipping America, and then in other places. It's only now, God bless the flipping Africans, that's actually standing up for themselves. Oh, and I just want to change subjects, so now I am fully changing it, my delicious little babies. Let's get on to Mr. Putin. And once again, I'm having a cup of tea today. I've just felt like a cup of tea the past few days for some reason. I just felt like, I'm a coffee lover, but something's made me... There we are, just have a cup of tea for the past few days for some reason. I've no idea what it's all about. Anyway, please and thanks and thank you. So it seems that the building of Mr. Putin's was hit. The way I looked at that, this is how I viewed it. Now, others may see me as wrong and others may see me as right. Anyway, I'm a woman with a view. I'm having my view on my video to you all, my delicious little babies. We're all entitled to our own views. But the way I see it is, that was not an assassination attempt. Even when I was looking at it, and I've got it now, there's nothing across my shoulders. No, it wasn't. This is just another way. I mean, of course, we do know with the old flipping Zelensky, that flipping P-R-I-C-K, which that's all he is, okay? There we are, nothing more and nothing less, okay? He's just there as the lackey to do the dirty work for we know who. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And yes, he seems to be out of the way, you know, when this is going on, okay? That's how it's meant to be staged. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me just put it in simple things, okay? If you want to assassinate somebody, and we've been hearing more, haven't we? You know, another couple of, assassination attempts. Yes? The fact is, if an assassin, there we go, before I even say it, if an assassin wants to get you, they're going to get you one way or another, there we go. So that was not an assassination attempt, and anybody can come to me and tell me, and I'll tell you, okay, fine, if that's your thoughts, but it's not mine. Do you see what I'm saying to you? This was just another distraction, because in America, you've got the banks collapsing where they're trying to make it into, you know, the larger bank. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, so you got that, you got the digital IDs, you got everything else going on. So they've got to make it look, there we go, as if there's something happening. Now, if Mr. Putin, I can well assure you now, if he wanted to go in, and I mean, and do, there we go, before I even say it, proper damage, your man there would go in and do it, okay? He's what I call, and the words just come to me head, and it's an old-fashioned saying, you know, for decades. He's silent but flipping deadly. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? There we go. So he really wanted to. He'd be done doing it, but he doesn't. Do you see? It's like, because he was one of the globalists, young globalists, yes? It's like, to a degree, he followed the leader. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But he's not a liking. Remember when I said weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks back on one of my videos, it's like parent and baby. There we are. Do you see? One's not liking what the other one's doing. Do you see? And if you take a look at with Mr. Gaddafi and what happened to him, you see, now since what's happened to him, his Libya is lawless. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So when they go and... I know what I'm talking about, okay? Maybe for some of you delicious, beautiful little babies out there, you're going to get me. But for others of you, you're not going to quite understand how I'm rocking and rolling here, yes? But this is how my noddle works, okay? It's like they go in, they destroy something, yes? But it's always usually something with substance, like in Syria, oil. There we are. Okay, Libya, I forgot now what it is, but that will be something else, okay? But Mr. Gaddafi, was getting tubes, pipes put in, you know, for fresh water and things like this, yes, okay? We're not saying that he was always good, you know, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is he tried to, there we go, make good before he passed, okay? But it just goes to show you can live in a palace, then a flipping tent. And that's exactly what happened there with your man there. Okay? But it never stopped them from capturing him and whatever, there we go, what they wanted to do, yes? Now, if you look at Ukraine, you got grain, you got all these different things, all these different resources, yes? So while they're there, then, the putrid and little lackeys, yes? Well, then they just take what they want, there we go. What it is, it's thieving, isn't it? It's thieving. This is what is going on, there we are here. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And, I mean, I do believe, I do not genuinely believe, I mean, I was very up and down about this, my delicious little babies, yes I was, but I do not believe that your Russian President, Vladimir Putin, I do not believe that he wants to see all this nastiness, do you see what I mean? But it's like, it's almost as if he's like forced to a degree in a corner. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying? But an assassination attempt? No. Others, I mean, I'm no, there we go. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. You know, I'm no, and I hate that flipping word because nobody's a flipping expert, but I'm not qualified to talk about all the ins and outs about all this. No, I'm not, but for goodness sake, can nobody see? It's like somebody knocked the cherry off the top. That's what it is. It's common sense. And if anybody cannot see it, well, hello. There's something seriously flipping wrong there, isn't there? Like I said, if somebody wants to get you, they're going to get you. There we go. Do you know what I mean? They're not just going to bang off with a little drone, flipping and knock the cherry off the flipping top. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to bomb somewhere, you're going to bomb it good and proper. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So again, more distractions so that other things can go on. This is what's happening. And then in the meantime, God bless, and I'll talk about birth SADS, Russia and Ukraine. You got, God bless them, dear soldiers, God love them, and may they all rest in peace, who have gone to their passings, all for flipping those and flipping ka-ching, pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change. It makes me flipping sick. And that flipping going back to him, which I said I'd come off, but the flipping King Charles, the fake King Charles III, is all part of this as well. And him and his family were every single year, Poppy Day, Poppy Day. Yes, we need to get it flipping straight now, very nicely. Anyway, so let me go on. So that's just my thoughts. If somebody disagrees, well, that's not my problem, is it? I have my own view. It's the way I see it. It's the way I feel. And I do not feel that that was an assassination attempt. Like I said, I was done saying it. If they wanted to assassinate, let me tell you, there's a time, there we go, and a place. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So we know what's going on. Anyway, so that's that. Now then, so then I listened about, so let's go on to another subject. So then I listened, and this man, God bless him, not in that way, not in that way, is called Mahayar, M-A-H-Y-A-R, Mahayar Tousi, T-O-U-S-I. And he's on YouTube, so if you could please type in, or you could just type in his name and you just say, you know, say, rewind, why am I getting flipping stuck on this video? Or you could just type in his name, okay? But the video that you'd be looking for is Matt Hancock. Yes, that flipping another P-R-I-C-K. And when you look at the last Han, that's certainly what he is, a C-O-C-K. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, you know, you're my dazzling man. Yes. Let's not forget when all this was taking place, genocide, okay? So let's not forget, because I will not forget, okay? And I will mention it on my videos. So I will not shut my mouth. Do you see what I'm saying? It's what he did, okay? And really, it was murderous, okay? There we are. What it is. Plain and simple. And God bless and God love all the beautiful, delicious little elderly babies who passed away, and God bless all of their dear families. Much love to them all. Okay, but it turns out anyway, Matt Hancock demands $10,000 to be interviewed by journalists. My delicious little babies, look at that now. Now, as far as I'm concerned, for what I've known over the years. Well, let's just be straight about this. I mean, usually, you know, you can interview a journalist, no issue. Can you not? Yes, you can. Oh, no. But you know, you putrid piece of shite there, Hancock. Oh, right, yes. Remember the COCK on the end, yes? Well, he wants the old ka-ching to do that. Since when does that make your man there so flipping damn well special? He ain't special at all. He's a piece of shite. I wouldn't even wipe him off my shoe. He's not even good enough for that. Do you see where we're going with this, my delicious little babies? Yes? It's like that song again. Money talks, dirty cash want you, dirty cash need you. Oh, money talks, you know. That's what this is all about. You see, when they see the dollar signs, when they see the sterling, ka-ching signs, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but let me tell you, you know, you cannot hug it at night. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you get your greedy ones there who want the ka-ching, do you see what I'm saying? It's like a pillow. Do you see what I mean? Okay, you can hug a pillow, okay? Because it's stationary, isn't it? It stays in one place. It does not grow a pair of legs and walk around. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, cash is the same, isn't it? Yes, the only way you can move cash is, you know, from one hand to another, isn't it? Yes, but the fact of the matter is, you want to live in the real world, be with somebody real, like a man or a woman, and build a life together or whatever you're doing, yes? Okay, that does not require ka-ching, but these are so damn well flipping greedy. They're greedy, pathetic, greedy hog individuals. There we are, which is driven by this. But I always say something, my delicious little babies, and I'm not saying this, it's only a figure of speech, okay? So I'm not saying, but you live by the sword and you're surely going to flipping die by it. And have you noticed that we've got the likes of Sunak, the little Kermit the Frog, right? And then you've got the putrid flipping fake king as well. Well, they're all fake anyway, because Sunak was not elected, was he? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. And anyway, they're all wanting this top-notch, there we go, security. Do you see what I'm saying? So if they're feeling so good in their skin, then why is it so then that they're needing all of this? There we go. Do you get me? Because they know that they're wrong-uns. They know that they're damn well wrong in what they do in their lives. There we go. Putrid flipping, thieving flipping tea leaves they are. The whole lot of them. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's what I've got to say. Okay, because to be honest, there we are, I could say a lot flipping more, but I'm just going to not say nothing else. Okay, you all know my feelings by now, my delicious little babies. So anyways, that's that. Then let's go on to the next subject. So then we've got, so we've covered that. So we've covered Matt Hancock, the flipping piece of shite, right? You would, in fact, no, I am going to say it. You wouldn't pee on these if they're on flipping fire. That's what I've got to say. There we go. And I'm not going to change. Okay, I wouldn't pee on him if they were on fire. No, I wouldn't. Okay, so that's just how I feel. You know, an eye for an eye and a flipping tooth for a tooth. That's what I believe in. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes, I'm not inciting violence. I'm just stating. There we go. Thank you, my beautiful, delicious baby spirits. Okay, what is in the Bible? The one, of course, that was man-made. Okay, so it doesn't matter which Bible you look at. Okay, I'm done saying it the way it is. Now then, so next one. So you got Biden in the old America, right? Now he's saying, obviously within the 7 years, it's not obvious to you, my delicious little babies, but within the 7 years, you know, he wants everybody to go to electric Lego cars. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Anyway, well, this gentleman is on, dear gentleman, is on BitChute, my delicious little babies. Now, his name is Alex Jones, okay? Not in that way, not in that way. Okay, but it's under something else. So if you used to go on to BitChute, you know, just type it in your search engine, you know, of your choice, my delicious little babies, yes. And then if you just to type in, well, if you wanted to, just please type in, when you go onto your search engine, conservative politics, anti, N for November, W for Walter. So it's conservative politics, anti, N for November, W for Walter, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, the video that you're looking for, okay, it should read, economic siege, Biden announces plan, you know, that flipping prat in America, to ban combustion engine, okay? So this means, you know, petrol and diesel. Okay, my delicious little babies. So it's very interesting if you listen to our Alex Jones, not in that way, okay? But it's the uploader is somebody different. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's very interesting to listen to that, my delicious little babies, okay? Because we've been going on about it. Many different YouTubers have, and on different platforms, BitChute, Telegram, Locals, where else? Odyssey, Rumble. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so lots different platforms going on about this. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. Now then, I'm just going to say this to you. Now, this I've seen on YouTube, and you need to look at this, my delicious little babies. Yes, for those of you who have an interest, please and thank you. And this is on BitChute. All you need to type, again, if you could just please tap, you know, BitChute on, you know, whatever of your choice. And if you just tap Jim Crenshaw, C-R-E-N, and then Shaw, S-H-A-W. It's 2 words into one. Jim Crenshaw, okay? Now, the video that you're looking for, okay, is don't be skimping on them meatballs on my sandwich. he's just wrote something different. Do you see what I'm saying? He's tapped something different, sorry, okay? Dude rams a Subway. You know, like them Subway sandwich shops? Yes, he's on about that, okay? Not once, but twice. So I'm just going to repeat this again, my delicious little babies. Don't be skimping on them meatballs on my sandwich. Right, dude rams a Subway, not once, but twice, okay? Now, I'll tell you what happens is, this car, right, it just flipping rams straight up to the counter, you know, in this shop, yes? Straight up to the flipping counter, and then it stays, then it reverses a bit. It's a bit like a film. You know, like them films where they reverse the cars. It's a black car. And then it reverses and then it waits. I just got smirking, you know, like as if it's smirking, but it's not. You're not seeing the smirk. And it just reverses. Then all of a sudden you see like the behind the counter, you know, the ones who serve, okay, work in the shop, yes? And they're just walking up and down a bit, yes? Anyway, next thing you know, you're flipping man there in the car, right? Well, he's not done with them, is he? He flipping them rams it a flipping gain, right? No joke. And this time damages all the flipping counter. Do you see what I'm saying? So he never done it just once. He did it twice, but he paused with what he was doing as if to say, there we are, see? Do you see what I mean? And thought, right, I'm just going to go into you again. Jesus, I'm not saying to you, my delicious babies, that that's a good thing to do. No, I am not. But when you look at it, and thank goodness, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and please God that they all did get out of the way, because there was talk to who were, you know, ones who serve in the shop, yeah? So I can only hope they got out of the way, do you see what I mean? Because next time he rammed us flipping big time, do you see what I'm saying? But the other one came running the other side, do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? We can only hope. But if you look at it, I mean, I know I shouldn't say this about a little baby, so please do forgive me, right? But it's just, I thought, wow. I thought, what would that be like? You know, like just putting your foot on the accelerator and just ramming somewhere. Sorry. It's just, I was just thinking about something else out loud. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, anyway. It was just a thought. I just thought, wow. You know, as long as nobody was hurt. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes, but, I mean, imagine doing that. It's like, as angry as what you are, just get it out of your flipping system, don't you? Do you see what I'm saying to you? I mean, of course, you know, not killing anybody in the process. Do you see what I mean? But obviously your man there in his car was not a very happy bunny. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So I should imagine that he would have just reversed out and maybe there we are, drove away. But I think your other man there, the one who came this side, he'd already taken the number plate and things like this and probably gave a description, do you say? But it just reminded me of something out of a flipping film, but it was, there we go, but it was very flipping real. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Anyway, I was just thinking out loud. Bad delicious queries, I do apologise, okay? I do have my moments. Right, now then, so let's tick that one off. So, now then, these other two, because there is just, no, there's, do forgive me, my delicious little babies. You got 1, 2, and then 3. There's 3 more. Now, these ones, on bit shoot again, my delicious little babies. Now, I'm just making it easier now. It's all under, okay, and it's called understanding the lies, okay? That's who the uploader is, okay? Now, all of these videos, these last 3, okay, are all with the same uploader, understanding the lies, okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. So, the next one is young, so it's all, once you just go onto your search engine of your choice, my delicious babies, right, you just type in BitChute, then you just type in understanding the lies, okay, or you could even go on to YouTube, BitChute, okay, and then all you do, you just keep scrolling down, okay, because these are like newish videos, okay, my delicious little babies, yes. So, and the one that you're looking for, the first one, is young vaccine injured woman, okay, begs someone, well, God bless her beautiful dear heart, okay, someone to chop her head off to end her misery. And so I'll just repeat that once again, my delicious sorry little babies. On BitChute, I keep stumbling it. There's something going on for the past few days on certain videos. Okay, there we are, yeah. I have no idea what this is about, okay, but there's something, so somebody's stumbling on something, it seems. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying, okay? It could be what's going on with things, okay? Young vaccine injured woman begs someone to chop her head off to end her misery. Now, listen to this video, my delicious little babies. I'm just going to tick this off. And this is understanding the lies, okay? Then the next 2 videos that I'm going to mention are again, it's all the same uploader, okay? So all you have to do, once you watch that, you just scroll down, just don't click off. You just, you know, just scroll down. Thank you, my beautiful little spirit. You don't, you know, click off. You just carry on and then you'll see the next video and then the next video that I'm talking about. Okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. So, when I watched this video, I mean, God bless her. I mean, she said that, like, she feels like her head, her brain's on fire. I mean, she's in such a lot of pain. She cannot talk properly. God bless her beautiful, dear little soul. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's really old jab, 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 jibby jab, you know. So God bless her. She's had a really, you know, hard time. Okay? And she's not getting no answers because nobody's been able to help her because it's an experimental. Do you get me? My delicious little babies, yes? And she's not the only one, God bless her. There are flipping thousands of flipping others, let me tell you. Millions, there we go, in fact, with different conditions to do with this. Anyway, but please take a listen. Please and thank you, my delicious little babies, because I just felt so sorry when I listened. Do you see what I mean? Because what can you do to help her? You know what I mean? But like I said, for whatever the putrid have done, there has got to be a cure. I keep saying this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So the next video, the same uploader. Now, back to this one, right? Fats, F-U-C-K, because I do like to keep my channel clean, mad, delicious little babies. And, you know, I say certain things, but I'm not swearing. That's not swear words, okay? Fats, F-U-C-K, uses diapers. You know, we call them nappies in our UK, but in America they call them diapers, okay? Uses diapers, baby food, crib, a flipping, I'm talking a full size flipping cots. Like, you know, like you'd have a little cot for a little baby. Oh no, this is flipping full size. For a flipping grown man, wearing a flipping onesie, wearing an all-in-one. No joke, swear down. My delicious little babies, you want to watch this now, okay? Please and thank you. And this is understanding the lies. So it's Fats, F-U-C-K, uses diapers, baby food, crib and more. Now apparently, so I'm going to tick this one off. Apparently, what it is with your man there is that he's been like this since he was, for 18 years he's done this for. And he said that when he was 13, what did he do? Forgot now. Did he say that he... I don't know whether he said he wet the bed or something. I mean that's terrible, you know, for any young bairn if they do. Do you understand what I mean? There's clearly some issues, there we go, going on there, you know, if any little bairn bedwets or anything like this, yes? Or even, you know, going into teenage years or in early teenage years, there's clearly something going on there. Do you see what I'm saying? That needs to be addressed and sorted out. Do you see what's going on? But a grown man, no joke, mad, delicious little babies, right? And I've got to say this now, yes? Flipping with a bottle, a baby bottle, and he goes, refreshing. And then he gets a massive nappy. And then what he does, to make it extra dry, you know, so it doesn't leak or anything, puts a little baby nappy, then sprinkles the talcum powder. You need to see it, my delicious little babies, no joke. And he sleeps in his little teddy bear, and then when he gets into his crib, right, he pulls the gate shut, and he said to him he feels safe. Now nobody in the right, you know, in their right mind can tell me that that's normal, my delicious little babies, because I do not believe that that is normal. It's really odd. There we are, actually. There's clearly, like I said, issues, but this is going on all over the world, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you can see a man walk out and you wouldn't think, no, nothing. You think, oh, he's a normal bloke, you know, jeans, top, you know, and all these things, yes? And then behind closed doors, he's dressing like a baby and he's eating baby food. What the effing hell is all this about? Here we are. I mean, some may say live and let live. But what a flipping carry on. I mean, he's clearly not having a relationship with a woman, is he? Or, well, I mean, it would take, I'd say, a certain type of woman to put up with that. Because I know if it was me, my delicious little babies, I wouldn't put up with that shat. Not at all. It's flipping oddball behaviour is what it is. Anyway, so that's that. And finally, understanding the lies again, BitChute. It's all in the same, so it's really easy. You just click on one video, then you just scroll down when it's finished, and then you'll see the next, okay? It's so easy, okay? And I'm not saying that to patronise or be insulting or to be rude. Do you see what I mean? It's just so easy. You just scroll down, that's it, okay? And please and thank you, my delicious little babies. Now, finally, this uploader, understanding the lies, he's got on Mexican, not in that way, but I really like Mexican, not in that way, okay? But I like the way, God bless him, yes, the way he comes across. Now, I have advertised him months ago, okay? So this is not the first time I advertise a lovely little Mexican now, okay? This is Mexican, the Great Extinction. So it is Maxigan, Max, and then IGAN, the Great Extinction. Okay, now he's banging. There we are. I really like Maxigan. Not in that way, my delicious little babies, no. Okay, but I just love the way he comes across. Yes, but he's been doing research for years. There we are as well. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and of course, he's been, really trying to wake others up. Do you see what I mean? And it has been working for some. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But he's really good to listen to as well, my delicious little babies. Now, finally, okay, because my videos, I'm on 50 minutes, 15 seconds now, okay? So nearly finished. Now then, this video came up on my feed. And if you was to type it into the old space bar, only for those of you delicious little babies, either if you live in the UK, whether it's Bromyland, Birmingham, where I live, or somewhere, outside of it, or do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, or even if you live in different places, Bromyland, Birmingham, yes. And if you please type into the old space bar in YouTube, cost of living in Birmingham. Can traditional markets survive? So I should just repeat that once more, my delicious little babies. Cost of living in Birmingham. Can traditional markets survive? Okay. Now, if you look in the old subscribe, or you can just, type his name into the old space bar in YouTube. It should say Wendell, so WENDA, Alpha Lima, explores, okay? Wendell explores, okay? And that's on YouTube, and he has 7.86 thousand subscribers. So I'm going to tick you off, Wendell, okay? Now, what he was doing was, and this is going to be the end of our video, okay? So thank you so very much, and there goes my book. So thank you so very much. Can I please say, just before I end this, thank you so very much for any likes, any views to any of my videos, okay? And for the odd comment that I do receive here and there. I'm very thankful and grateful for all of my likes, subscribes, and any comments. Okay, so I just want you to know that and how I love you also. So thank you, okay? Now, what I loved about this video, now it was some weeks ago, I do believe. It's not so long ago, where I was talking about, when I was younger, and I used to miss, because when we were young, we used to go to the markets. I love the flipping markets, you know what I mean? You can have a good flipping mooch round, you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Anyway, and it's a sign of life, isn't it? You can talk to others. Do you know what I'm saying? There we go, you can talk, not just all parcels all the time. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, anyway, which is what they've been doing long time, yes. Okay, we already know, do you see? Because they've been doing it over years and years and years, this is what they've been doing, okay, to, just to make life much harder for us all, okay? They make out that they're doing things to make it easier, but no, they're not, okay? But he was going around the market, the bull ring in our town centre. I haven't been there for years. It's not a place where I want to go. I do not like all these new builds. I do not like what they've done. No, I do not. And I do not like that they've destroyed other businesses, so the corporates, there we go, can be left standing. No, I do not like any of it, okay? And I've especially got a thing about massive flipping windows. I've got really a flipping thing about that, okay? Who wants to be looking at a flipping pane of glass? Do you see what I mean? And flipping plenty of them at that, okay? And all these flipping odd-looking flipping buildings, like we're in a flipping space. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, nobody wants this shite. It's what they want. Do you see what I mean? They just want to destroy everything. But he was walking round. Oh, it was lovely, and he was talking to other brummies, and other market holders, with fruit and vegetables and fish, and for those who eat meat, he was talking, to different man and woman, yes? And it was just lovely, do you see what I mean? But it's nothing like when I was a wee bairn, nothing at all, okay? It's like, I don't know, the energy was oh, it was banging, bang, bang, bang. And anybody would know who comes from Brummyland, from Birmingham. Do you know what I mean? There we go. I've gone cold all here, yes? It's like you just know. It's just a real flipping excellent atmosphere. But of course, he was interviewing some, God bless, who would go on the camera, God bless them, yes? You know, like traders, do you see? And they said since the old, you know, COVID, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, their lives been made much harder. I mean, there was one dear man, not in that way, and not in that way with this Wendell Explores either, right? But he was saying that he's been there 40 years, you know, when he was asked. Do you see? So he's seen a lot, there we go, change in 40 years. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But what this Wendell was pointing out is that, like, you could get body warmers, you could get different things, yes? And they do not have a name, but, well, they're just as good, aren't they? It's just, but what they've done, these corporations, you see, I get it because I've understood it a long time, yes, okay? Yes, I have, right? But when you're buying, I mean, I will buy certain things, like certain names. You know, like I said on one of my other videos, you know, I do happen to like Marks and Sparks for underwear and things like this. Yes, there we go. Yes, I do. Okay? Mind you, I like Next as well, that they've got some lovely underwear as well, right? So I'm not being too personal, my delicious little babies, okay, to any dear gentlemen out there, or dear men. Yes, I do not mean it that way, but I'm just saying where, okay, so yes, I will have, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, there'd be no point me getting a £5 bra, okay, where the quality is rubbish. You put it in the washing machine and then it's just going to rip. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no point to this exercise. So when it comes to underwear and things like this, yes, there we go. I am very particular. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And these are things that can last you years. Well, I suppose if you get a little bit too overweight, a little bit too fat, and then if you get a little bit thinner, then you've got to change your size. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens, doesn't it? Yes. Anyway, ladies, dear women, dear gentlemen, dear men out there, you're gonna, there we go. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. You're gonna get where I'm coming from. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So, you know, you have to just keep in different sizes, I suppose. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So on that note, yes. But say, for example, just for argument's sake, I don't know, let's just give an example. I just do not wear skirts very often, or dresses, okay? I'm just like that, okay? It takes me a lot to wear a skirt or a dress, okay? And anybody who knows me will know this, okay? I feel much more comfortable, in whether I'm in jeans, there we are, whether I'm in leggings, whether I'm, you know, just got like loose tops, that I feel much more, you know, why do I keep saying comfortable, okay? Or, you know, when the summer's here, you know, in the summertime, okay? You know, in shorts and things like that, a bikini top, and you just walk around like that. Do you see what I mean? I'm just very much easygoing like this. Do you see what I mean? I'm not one of these all prim and proper things. I've been there with your flipping posh dresses and all that. It's not for me. But you can actually pick up some good things in the market. There we are. You can. You ask anybody who's not flipping pompous and flipping stuck up. You know, and that's not being nasty. I'm just done saying it. But you can get some really good stuff. And then when he was pointing out about, you know, mobile phones and things like this, you know, like you can order things, yes, and have a parcel, you know, to receive it. But if you was to go into one of these places, like in a market, do you see what I mean? You probably get it much cheaper. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But what happened was, with all the corporations and what they did, it's like, you know, because it's got a name, like you got to pay the ka-ching for it. Do you see what I mean? And you could have something else that's, no, it doesn't have a name, but it would last. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I mean, I remember years ago, I mean, when I did used to wear, you know, skirts here and there, you know, I mean, I'd buy all different types. I wasn't, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But I could have a skirt off a market, and I'm going back a few decades ago now, and you can have a skirt, and that'll last you a long time. There we are. As long as you look after it, anything will last. I mean, you have to look at what you're buying, in other words. You know, it's an old-fashioned saying, so I do not mean this about little piggies. So, you know, I love little piggies, right? It's just a figure of speech. But the old-fashioned saying is, you never, there we go, buy a pig in a bag. You inspect it first. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, you know, it's all about what you're looking for. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. But it was lovely just to see that video. I mean, you know, to see how it is now. But I just wish, you know, but wishing, well, in this particular case, doesn't change anything, does it really? Because, you know, it's never going to go back the way it used to. I mean, we can do marvellous things now. We all get our old noddles together. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, you know, up here. We can do different things, but, you know, it's just so lovely that I still have that locked into me old noddle, into me old brain of how it used to be. Do you know what I mean? But I respect any one of those market traders. Yes, I do. And I forever will. And that means not only in our UK, but all over the world. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because they're there to make, you know, their ends meet as well. Do you know what I mean? But it is right, and even all these decades ago, you know, you can pick your own things, or you could say, oh, could I have that, could I have that? You know, you go into these big corporation places, whether it's clothes, whether it's food, and it's not the same, is it? So I fully, bang, 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 got your man there, Wendell, what he was talking about. I really did, you know. Do you know what I mean? But those are the days, beautiful days, back decades ago. And for others, whether you're in our country or not, you're in your own countries, you know, you'll always look at markets and think, you know, but you can get some real good flipping bargains. Oh, I love to have a flipping mooch, I do. I flipping love it. Do you know what I mean? I've always been that way. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not stuck up. I mean, I've had you real posh things, yes, there we go. I'm not going to say that I have not. To you all, my delicious little babies, yes, I have. But when we really look at it, do I want it now? No. Do you see what I'm saying? Just because it's got a name? No. What you want to do is you want to keep warm, don't you? Or you want a t-shirt that you can walk around in, or a pair of shorts, or a pair of leggings, or a pair of jeans. Do you see what I'm saying? Or a jumper. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. As long as it looks, you know, half decent, then and you're rocking and rolling. Who gives a flipping shite, really? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. It's just that we've been brought in, and we go back to this again, the material. Okay? Oh, sorry, I'm bloody well. Oh, anyway. There was one last thing. I want to send lots of love. So if you could all please, for those of you delicious little babies who have been subscribed to me and you do listen so very kindly, thank you once again to my videos. Well, dear little Gonzalo Lira, God bless his beautiful dear little soul. Well, he's been flipping taken in, hasn't he, by the SBU, I've heard on another video. I won't mention it, okay, and you know, for other reasons, but and only a card into what I read, only a card into what I read, my delicious little babies, yes. I don't know, yes, well, said Chilean journalist arrested in Ukraine. Security services have accused. No, I've already said this, haven't I? Oh, I've already ticked it off. Sorry, my delicious little babies. I've just mentioned it again. Do you know what? He's just came straight back into my noddle, you know. Oh, I hope beautiful little Gonzalo Lira, because he's brilliant, you know. If you look on his YouTube, Gonzalo Lira, if you was to just tap it into the old space bar, oh, he's brilliant, flipping little Gonzalo. Do you see what I mean? Yes. I mean, they're all brilliant who I advertise. I'm not talking about the one-off ones, because I don't know, because I don't normally follow them. Do you see what I'm saying? But for my regulars, you know, who I follow and everything, well, they're all beautiful and wonderful, yes. But poor little Gonzalo. Yeah, so it's like a court case. So I flipping mentioned it. It's back on my mind again. Oh, I hope he's all right. God bless him. And of course, you know, he smirks. So, oh, I can only hope that they're going to give him a ciggy. Because, you know, when he's doing his videos, do you know what I mean? It's like you're like, what up, God love him, with his puffy woofy. And then not long after, he'll be puffy woofy again. Do you see it to me? Oh, God bless him. I mean, this is bang out of order, isn't it? You know, just because you say something, you know, that others do not like, we know who. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I don't want to shut everybody up. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? And they're doing it with others, aren't they? As we know. So, but please, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, for you all, okay? Please, can you just say a prayer for our lovely little Gonzalo Lira and our lovely little Julian Assange, you know, who very sadly is somewhere else as well. Please, can we say our prayers for them all? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And please, and thank you. So, anyway, that's the end of the video. But yes, yeah, because I'd already ticked it off. I just mentioned it, something's made me. Anyway, oh, God bless him. So I'll be thinking about him now, because you know what, he does crack me up, you know. But in a wonderful way, do you know what I mean? But the thing is that he speaks a flipping damn well. There we go, the truth, you know, it's his feelings, his opinions. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? You know, and he talks about other things that he's seen. I mean, that's no flipping reason to arrest somebody. Do you see what I mean? But this is how it's going. It's like they want to protect Ukraine. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? All about Ukraine. Yes, when they got the poor young flipping lads off the street and dragging them, and the flipping poor elderly men, and they're dragging them to go and fart when they do not want to fart, and I flipping repeat that once again as well. Flipping putrid piece of shite they all are. They need to get a grip, drop the flipping tools and say we're not doing this no more, because if they just did that, that'd be the end of it all. Do you see? But of course, we cannot tell, can we? Anyway, so until my next video, thank you once again for taking the time to even watch my video, okay? And God bless you all, okay? And we can only hope and pray for anybody who's in an awful situation right now, okay? We must say our prayers for everybody, okay? That good comes, there we go, okay? And hopefully, please, God, Julian Assange and dear little Gonzalo Lira, that, you know, that this all gets sorted, you know what I mean, and that they're free, you know, just to be themselves and to just be out in the big wide world, okay? And also give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, some friends, some work colleagues. Please tell them that they're wonderful, beautiful, juicy and delicious, and that you love them so. And please take care of yourselves, and please try and take care of others, my delicious little babies, and please continue to lift the vibration, okay? And we need to be able to smile at least once a day about something, okay? So until my next video, so much love, my delicious little babies. You just take care now. Thank you. Good night, because it's evening now, going dusk, okay? God bless. Sleep well wherever you are in the world, okay? Thank you. Goodbye.